secondhand furniture store. And I think my prices are fair. Of course, this real cheap guy came in one day. He saw this chair he wanted to buy, but he wouldn't. Claimed the price was too high. So I looked him straight in his eye, and this was my reply. If I can't sell it, I'ma sit down on it. Why should I give it away? Now, darling, if you want it, you're gonna have to buy it. And I mean just what I say. Now, how'd you like to find this waiting at home for you every night? Only been used once or twice, but it's still nice and tight. Ow! So if I can't sell it, darling, I'm gonna keep sitting on it. I don't see the need to give it away. I've been introduced to different kinds of things, and different pills and whatnot. Found my life in ecstasy. Oh my God, let me tell you. That's when I just knew that I was on top of the world. Little did I know. So one particular night I was off work, and we just went out to party. As we do. And at this time, I really wasn't into a lot of snorting things and needles, and none of that stuff appealed to me. I like to smoke weed, lots of it. I told you I'm real, baby. I ain't got nothing to hide, nothing. But ecstasy was my thing. That was what I loved to do. So I wasn't in drag this night. We went out, and you know, like I said, I'm from Compton. And at this particular time in my life, I was a hot mess. I was driving a 1991 Ford Escort, no tags, and no license. But I'm gonna get to the gig, baby, and hope that nobody pulled behind me with lights. You know what I'm saying? Well, I got all the way to the club, basically. We were right across the street, about to park, and the lights went on. And I got pulled over, actually, in my parking spot. So the police officer came over, asked for my name, registration, insurance. What? You supposed to have that? What had happened is like, I don't have that. And, well, what's your name? So I kind of gave him my name. I said, kind of. I gave him my middle name and my last name. I wasn't coming up in the system. But yeah, it wouldn't. That's the whole point, because if you run Timothy Will Cosby, you're going to see that I ain't got no license and no insurance and no tag, none of that. But it is my car. So, I don't know if it was the drugs that I had took earlier, but baby, I got creative. And this man was buying, but I was selling, baby. He understood the story, and he kind of let me go. I told him where I worked. I said, I work at the Copa. I work at Coliseum. I'm not home tonight. I'm going over to have a good time at the club over there. Da, 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 da. He let me go. So I go inside the club, having a good time, and friends of mine are supposed to be meeting them and all that kind of stuff. And so I have a Klonopin, which is like an anti-anxiety medicine. Anybody know what Klonopin does? I'm not really into it because I don't have anxiety, as you can tell. But a friend of mine was into it. I'm like, okay, whatever. I got it. So I have that and my little dugout of weed in my pocket. In the club, having a good time. One of the security come over to me and tap me on the shoulder and say, someone is at the door for you. I'm thinking, it's my friend coming to get his Klonopin. Trying to get in, you know, you want to pay cover, whatever. So I didn't think about emptying out my pockets and all that. So I go troopsing up to the front door, and Judy Justice is there. She did a little further investigation because she started thinking about my story and was like, what? So when he asked for me, he asked for Tim. And then they said, who? He's like, Timothy Wilcox, he works here. You mean Latrice? Another red flag. He was like, Latrice? Well, how many names does this person have? Who is it? So I get outside to the front, Judy Justice is there, and I'm like, oh, darn. Okay. So I go outside. First thing he says is, so who are you? What's your name, really? How many names do you have? Who's Latrice? Who's this Tim? Who's this Keith? Who's this what? And I tried to explain it. He was like, you know what? You have no tag, no insurance, and no license. You're going to jail. So it was going to be a misdemeanor or traffic violation, right? But I had that Klonopin and that dugout of weed in my pocket. So when you're getting arrested, the first thing they tell you to do is empty out your pockets. And that's when the drugs were revealed. And he's like, oh, so you didn't really did it now. You're definitely going downtown. So I got arrested right out in front of the club that I worked at. Humiliated. Over some stupid shit. And when I look back, I'm like, was it really worth it? Was it worth it? Now, you can't find a better pair of legs in town and a bag like this, not for miles around. And that is why, if I can't sell it, I'm going to recline upon it. Why should I give it away? Because it's made for comfort, built for waiting. Where else would you find such a easy chair? So if I can't sell it, darling, I'm gonna keep sitting on it. I don't see the need to give it away. No, because it's lush, plush, slick and sleek. Darling, a high-class piece like this at any price is cheap. So if I can't sell it, darling, I'm gonna keep sitting on it. I ain't about to give it away. But now, look at this nice bottle. Ain't it easy on the eye? And it's guaranteed to support any weight or size. So if I can't sell it, darling, I'm gonna keep sitting on it. To give it away. So they put you in a program called drug pretrial prevention. And what that is that it's a program that you can go to, and once you complete it, it's supposed to expunge your record and be all like clean, and it goes away because you're a first-time offender, and life goes on for you. Well, it wasn't that simple because I had another lifestyle that I had to hold up to and pay my bills. And then these meetings started changing, so I couldn't attend. So the only other option was to go on to regular probation, which my attorney advised me not to do. He said, you're going to violate. It's designed for you to violate. You're going to violate. And if you violate, you're going to go to prison. No, this is what I have to do because if I don't do this, then they're going to violate me anyway, so at least I'm trying. Blah, blah, blah. He was like, I'm trying to tell you. So we went to court. I opted for the regular probation. We have a saying in South Florida. Come on vacation, leave on probation, back on violation. And that is the truth, ladies and gentlemen. It is a trap. A money trap, whatever you want to call it. It got me, bitch. It got me. So, sure enough, I violated on a technical for not appearing. And when she told me that I violated and that I was going to be arrested when I came in, I was like, well, I need to get a hold of my attorney because I'm not ready to go to jail yet. I got too much going on here. I got bills to pay. I cannot be going to jail right now. I'm going to lose all my apartment. And so I decided to wait until I got money. But that money never came. Flash forward 5 years as I'm going down the road to work out of state in Indiana to film a color guard competition. I get pulled over again. And this one I knew this was it for me. Because they got me and you're going down. I was arrested in some small town outside of Notre Dame. Just 12 miles outside of Notre Dame. And I went to this cell and I was there. Nobody knew where I was, none of my friends, none of my family. And I've never felt so alone than I did at that moment. And so they had to talk to Broward County, who had the hold on me, to see whether they wanted to come and scoop me up or let me go. So they give them a deadline of 32 days or something like that. And I mean, it's to the hour. At this certain time, this inmate is going to be released if you don't come get him from Florida. They came with 30 minutes to spare to scoop me up and extradite me back down to Broward County. And that process was one of the most degrading, humiliating, painful experiences you ever could imagine. You are on a bus, not a bus, I'm sorry, a van with 12 other inmates, chained and shackled, your feet and your hands to your hips, and you to another person. So this extradition took a week. It took 7 days to drive from Indiana, because they go from Indiana and they make stops all the way up to New York, all the way down to Pennsylvania, all the way down the East Coast, and pick up everybody that is wanted in Broward County to bring you back. And that process took 7 days of riding in the van with the same drawers and orange jumpsuit and stank, and you just feel less than human. And I was wondering, what did I do to deserve this? Like, really? Once I get to Broward County, I get my court date, and I was told I was going to be sentenced to 5 years. I was facing 5 years in prison. And that was definitely not acceptable for me. There was no way I was going to be able to get through this. And during that time, my brother, who had been looking for me for months, finally got a hold of the captain in the captain's office at the Broward County Jail and was able to get a phone call to me. And this was on a Sunday, so that never happens for one. I was pulled into the office. There's a long little walk down a cold corridor. And I get on the phone, and my brother's there, and he was just like, "Hey man, you hard to find." I was like, "Yeah, but you found me." He's like, "I've checked every hospital and jail all the way from Key West all the way up the coast of Florida until I found you and you hit." And of course it was never a pleasant phone call like, "Hey, how you doing?" It was to let me know that my mother was in the hospital and she was dying. And there was nothing that I could do at that moment. I couldn't believe what he was saying, and he was giving me the details that Mom has had cancer all this time for years, and she has never said anything. Nobody ever knew. And I was just puzzled. I was like, why wouldn't she say anything? Why wouldn't she do anything? Why wouldn't she try to get help? But this wasn't my mother's way. She was very religious, and she believed that God was going to take care of her and put her in a place where she needed to be. And as I'm in there, he's like, "I'm at the hospital, and I want you to get on the phone, and I want you to talk to her. She can't respond. She's incoherent, but she moves her eyes so you know that she's listening and she can hear you. So I want you to talk to her. Don't tell her where you are, but say your goodbyes." And this is the hardest thing in the world that you can ask me to do right now is say goodbye to my mother. This is the one person who loved me unconditionally, who was there for me, who understood me, didn't judge me. She called me her special child. I never knew what that meant, but I understand it now. And I sat there in that room, and I was just confused. So they took me back to my cell. I was upset, of course. Barely slept the night, only to be woken out of my bunk by the captain once again saying, "Come down to the office, you have a phone call with your brother." And I'm like, I don't want to go, I can't go. So I go, and he said, "Well, whatever you said, she was holding on for you. She's waiting to hear from her baby. But Mom just passed on." And I was just devastated because there was nothing I could do. They weren't going to allow me to go to the service. I never felt so alone as I did in that moment. So I just sat. I sat on the floor. And I just had a little moment because I wanted to understand why my mom was gone. Not a second or another minute, not an hour, another day. But at this moment, with my arms outstretched, I need you to make a way as you done so many times before. Through a window or an open door, I stretch my hands to thee. Come rescue me. I need you right away. I need